you know, I had it all mapped out for him to go here, right? But, unfortunately it just didn't happen. So, but I'm happy for my son. I think, it was the best fit for him. And, he's only going to be 45 minutes from our front door, so we'll get to see him play. His grandparents are in their 80s now, and, it's harder for them now to get around. So it'll be an easier trek up to Evanston to see him play his college basketball. So, I understand where he's coming from with his decision.
Wendy was going to be happy either way, but
yeah.
she's especially happy now.
She's especially happy because, she graduated from Northwestern, and, I remember sitting in Coach Collins' office, and when they gave Phoenix the offer, when he immediately started crying, tears coming down her face. I'm like, what is this, man? So, but, she's happy about it. All of her friends that graduated from Northwestern are happy about it too. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, Phoenix is excited about his decision. He's excited about his senior year coming up, and says he wants to go for Mr. Basketball. So I'm all for it.
What do you think? What do you think about the fit with Coach Collins?
I think it's great. Phoenix saw himself in the role of Boo Booey, just bigger and more athletic. Loves the way that the style of play that Northwestern plays, especially for their guards. You look at Ty Berry, Boo Booey, and the way that they have so much movement, and it's a guard-oriented offense where they come off of a lot of pick and rolls, and that's Phoenix's game. And I think that, and like I was telling Steve, Northwestern has been recruiting since he was in the 8th grade. So, and they showed an interest all the way through. And, I'm glad he made his decision early because, now he can focus on his senior year, focus on the EYBL, which he's been doing a great job at. He's averaging about 18 points a game against the top players in the country. And, a lot of people were saying, well, he's a 3-star, this and that. Well, he's a 3-star because I didn't let him play AAU. That's why. But he's proven what level he's on now, that he's playing against all those top guys. And he's happy about it. He's improving. And what I tell him, I say, listen, man, there's nothing wrong in being a late bloomer. I was, so we build your foundation, and if you do want to play pro basketball, that'll be in the cards for you. You'll be ready for it in 3 or 4 years.
Got any purple yet in the wardrobe, or can you do that?
I won't be wearing purple, of course. That's for my wife to wear because she went to Northwestern, but there is a Northwestern flag in my man cave now. My wife hung that a couple weeks ago. So.
How has he handled the recruiting process from start to finish? Because you mentioned that early interest from Northwestern, early interest from Illinois. Just it's a lot to take in as a middle school.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard for Phoenix because Phoenix is fiercely loyal, does not like change, and when you're being recruited and you get a relationship with different coaching staffs, you can only tell one of them yes. And that was the hard part about it. I think that's why he made his decision early. The schools his top 3 schools that he came down to were Northwestern, Stanford, and Iowa State. And those coaching staffs were great to Phoenix, and it was a hard decision for him. But he made the decision in which he felt that it was the right fit for him. And Northwestern was the absolute right fit for him. I felt as much as I would have liked to have seen him come here and play his college basketball, the fit just wasn't as good as Northwestern's. So.
Switch to NBA for a moment.
Yeah.
Have you had any eyes on Terrence Shannon, what he's been doing in the summer league?
I heard he did a pretty good job in his debut. I think he had 26 points in his debut. But Terrence, his game is going to translate to the NBA because you can't touch anybody now. There's no hand-checking rules, and the way that Terrence gets to the basket, it bodes well for his the next level. And I mean, you saw him doing that the other day. I checked out a couple of highlights. I don't know what he did in his next game or the game after that, but I know the first game was a telltale sign of what he's going to be like in Minnesota. He's going to a great franchise. No pressure on him. They have one of the best players in the league in Anthony Edwards, so he has time to grow. I know the kid from Kentucky is there as well. So, it's always good to come in with another rookie that plays your position, because now you guys can feed off of one another. And I think he just fell in the right spot, in Minnesota.
And any chance you see Marcus Domask making his way in with the Bulls?
Well, anything's possible. All you have to do is play well, hit shots, and then you get invited to the main camp, and then you have to do the same thing there. Marcus had a phenomenal year last year, playing the booty ball and things like that. But, now on the next level, he has to, in my opinion, has to be a knockdown shooter. That's something that the Bulls need. I cover them. Now, in retirement, that's my job, so I see these guys play every day. The Bulls drastically need three-point shooting. That's something that he can do. And if he can do that at a high clip, I think he stands a great chance of making that team.
You watch Ayo as much as anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Big third season. What did you see from him, and what's next for him?
I saw him really improve his outside shooting. Peter Patton is one of the best developmental shooting coaches in the league. Perhaps if not the best. I actually have him working with my son as well. But Ayo's jump shot is drastically improved. It's the consistency of it. You don't see him hesitate anymore. And now that he's a consistent outside shooter, now that opens up his drive. And because that's the strongest part of Ayo's game is him getting to the basket. So now you have to honor his three-point shot. Now he's going to drive past you. And he's bigger now. He's stronger. Starting to learn the NBA game. So, I look for Ayo to be, well, I knew this when he got drafted, but I look for him to be a 10-plus year pro, and now the Bulls are starting to head towards the younger generation. He's going to be he's going to be a true vet now, in his, this is his fourth year? But his fourth year, he's going to be a true veteran, one of the leaders on the Bulls team now. So, he's got to step up and be a leader now.
What's it like for you to see some Illini getting into the NBA, being a first-round draft pick, first time in a long time?
Yeah, first time in a long time. Proud of it. Glad that our program is now back on the map as one of the top programs. Because for a while there, people were saying, "Oh, Illinois was a mid-major job." This was some years ago before Brad got here. But glad now that we are a program that recruits take seriously now. And, with the way that Orlando is and the rest of the guys are recruiting, I think that we're going to attract top-level recruits from here on out.
I know you addressed this a little bit in the opening statement, but just wanted to hear what it means to be so involved in this and also to have Illinois support just kind of continuously throughout.
Well, it means that, we did the right thing 35 years ago starting the Cunningham Children's Home Golf Outing. Raised a lot of money for the kids at the home. It means a lot for me because I'm still involved in the community here in Champaign-Urbana. And also I get to come back and represent the university. I represent the university up in Chicago too, but it makes me proud to come back to see all of the people come back as well. There's people that attend the golf outing that have been coming back, they've been here 35 years straight. And that's what I love to see, and now that my son Coda is an avid golfer and he wants to be a pro golfer, it's even more important for me now to come down and to show him a little bit of Illini golf and, the university as well. Hey, we missed out on one, Gil, maybe we'll get another one in golf, you know what I mean?
I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, how's your golf game looking?
Terrible. I'm terrible, especially now with two broken fingers. I can't even pick up a club now, so I'm going to be Coda's golf, his caddy today.
So you said pro golf. That's a real aspiration.
That's a real aspiration for him, and he wants to. He's out there every day training, and he's 15 years old now. So hopefully we can get him there.
And D1 golf
D1
is a real thing for him too.
D1 definitely, and you see him wearing his orange shirt. Who knows? We may get him here.
No conversations with Coach Small yet?
No, Coach. I actually talked to him when I came down the last time. I think we played Purdue, and I talked to Coach Smalls, and I told him when Coda's ready, I'll have him come out. We'll play around.
Obviously, you've worn your jersey, Illini jersey on air. Kendall, what's it mean to you why is it important for you to represent Illinois on your platform?
Well, because one, I love the school. Two, it's my alma mater. I have so many roots here. myself, Stephen Bardo, Nick Anderson, Marcus Liberty, Lowell Hamilton, Kenny Battle, Ryan Baker. We're all still in contact with each other. We're still very close. PJ Bowman out in California now. And we always get on the thread and talk about the games and things like that. So, it's still family to me, and it always will be. That's why I try to represent the university anytime I can. Yeah.
What's that group chat called?
Say again?
What's that group chat called?
Oh, it's called Flying Illini, of course.
Did you pay attention to the offseason and who they're getting?
Yeah.
Sounds like they're 5-star kid.
Yeah. Well, I know we got just recently Will Riley got transferred from Louisville. Trey White, the kid Gasparis from overseas. I watched a little bit of his film. He's pretty nice player. Also, I did hear about, of course, Jeremiah Fears decommitting. But that's going to happen in today's age of college basketball. You're going to have players come in, you're going to have players go out. That's just the atmosphere of college basketball now. So, yeah, we do follow it, and we do talk about it.